if only there was a way to show you what I just looked at on my Instagram. It's I may be able to explain it to you. Um, one of my favorite, favorite, favorite videos of this era from Cowboy Carter, uh, the tour, was you in the Versace red, yellow, I think red, yellow, and black outfit, and you were doing the a part. Let me try to say the part. I feel like I've done it for you once before, or maybe I'm just uh imagine thinking that I did. Um, how would I describe the part? I'm trying to think because it's right after you do some singing, and I'm trying to remember the part that comes before it. Give me 1 second. I'm also pretty tired, pretty tired from rehearsal. Give me 1 second. Dance for my boom, 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 boom. I had to think of the whole song from Cadillac all the way up to that part to remember what part I was talking about. But it's the section right before yeah, when you and the dancers are coming forward on the stage, and you say dance for my boom, 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 she gone. That part, because the fans, if there's a, let me see if there's a way I can hold. I might put this one down so you can see me. Okay, so it's kind of hard to describe sitting down. Hopefully you can see me okay. I'm gonna try to do it. To see if I can. mm. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll try the funniest part to me is when uh the fans are singing the certain part that goes with this choreography to this section of the that oh my goodness, sorry. The funniest part to me is when the fans are um singing along to this part that you're dancing to. So it goes dance for my and so blues coming forward, and then you say what you say. I'm not gonna say what that is, even though I caught it. And then the fans. So while is it dance for my. So you're doing that, and the fans are going. To me, and I'm not saying that because that's what you call me. I just think it's hilarious because that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying while you're doing that dance move. It's so percussive. That, and on the beat, it's just it brightens my day. Every time I see it, I think it's great. So much so it's showed up not even just a couple, quite a few times now in my uh feed, in my Instagram feed. Anytime I go, sorry, anytime I look at my saved, I see it. Anytime I look in, uh, if I just have just a moment and want to have something to laugh at, I'll look at it. Um, it's just really, I think it's hilarious. And then and then you start doing, so your dancers are doing it behind you, and then you catch on, then you're doing it, and all while you're doing it, the crowd is doing that. It's such a wonderful moment. So I'm sorry it took me so long to say it, but it was beautiful. About today was it got off to a slow start because I didn't want to get out of bed. I was so tired from practicing the music so late last night for a rehearsal today. Um, and then I let me see. Mm, hmm. After I left work, oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. Remember I told you yesterday I probably wouldn't work out. Well, I didn't. I didn't work out, and I was so tired. One, two. I didn't have any water to work out with, and I always get thirsty because you know what I take. I take a lot of different things, so I get thirsty, and working out makes you thirsty. And so I didn't have any water. I didn't have any breakfast, and I was determined. I said, "Let me just get breakfast after this is over, and I'll be able to get something." Um, so everything was not. I said, "There's no way," and I was already tired from the other day. I was trying to bring my arms back because I'm double jointed. Let me see if I can show you. I'm double jointed in my arms. Let's see, but for some reason, you're like, oh. For some reason, when I was trying to uh move some things the other day or stretch, yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to just stretch my arms out. Excuse me, like for a yawn. Like when I feel like I was just not necessarily out of bed, but just getting up and trying to get myself together. Just stretching, just like that. Just normal stretching like that, and it hurt. I felt a sharp pain. I was like, I don't think I need to be doing no more resistance bands. It was so funny. I got the blue one, which is the easiest one. I don't know if I was doing it right though, or maybe I was pushing it too hard. I don't know. My arms, not arms haven't been the same since. So I feel like that week I had off, now I'm trying to get back into it. It's rough. It's rough going. And but anyway, so I did that, and then I actually had to I was gonna take lessons, but I decided to cancel. I was just it just I just wasn't very pleased. So I decided I'm gonna try to not try. I'm going to just not have that anymore. Um, and what else happened? I did a little shopping. I bought a spray diffuser so I can use a water bottle diffuser. Water bottle, yeah. And so I'm gonna get some distilled water and use that with the moisture sealing lotion that came with your line of hair products, and hopefully my hair will look a little bit better. Tomorrow's my niece's program and nephew's program, so we're going to go to see them tomorrow. And then my younger niece is going to have something on Saturday, so we'll be attending that as well. Then there was rehearsal. Now that I think about it, rehearsal was this evening. I practiced from the time I got home, which is probably around. Actually, I didn't practice when I got home. Excuse me. I started practicing probably around 4. want to say around 4. And it's interesting because now I think about it. Anyway, what time, I'll put it this way. The time that we normally were supposed to be there for got pushed back a little bit, but we still ended the same time. Not that it was necessary to end the same amount of time, but we managed to do that. But I had some pros and cons with what happened. Some pros and sorry, I like shook the shook the phone. I want to make sure you understood what I said. So I had some pros and cons, some strengths and weaknesses, some growing points that I learned today. Um, I I'll give you the cons first, then we'll do the pros. So I learned that don't always have to play what the the keyboardist is playing. My teacher always wants me to know what they're playing, but my MD wants me to be able to know that, but don't feel like I have to play exactly what they're playing because then it becomes very monotonous because I'm not playing anything different. So he was telling me to do certain things to try to bring more color to the experience. So I try to do that. And the next thing he said on the next song was, and he gave me an artist to work with to help me with or on yeah, and he gave me a suggestion of a guitarist that I should work at trying to mimic for this particular song we're doing. So gotta do that. And then he said on another song oh yeah, he said similar. The good thing was for all of them, I would say I was about possibly around 80%. I would say in terms of having the right chords or knowing what they were once he said them and being able to translate them from what he said directly on my guitar and without it taking very much time, because usually in the past I have been taking a really long time to try to figure out where to find the different voicings, and so I was able to find them. It took me a second because I was tired from learning the old way and trying to learn on the spot, and not then I hadn't practiced with a band since what was the last time I played with them? Maybe late March, early April was the last time I was with them. And so just to be able to catch on and being able to blend pretty well. And I had moments where he was pleased with me and he was giving me my props for that. So it was a good day. It was a good night. I just feel like there are certain things that he wants that I want to try to work on before Sunday. So I'm gonna do that. And hopefully I should be able to have some time to get some rest, go to the programs I told you about and still be able to have a successful day on Sunday. And I don't have to solo. I don't have to being the key word there. But as long as I don't, play any glaringly bad notes, I don't think they'll mind if I do. One of the songs, I'll let you know what the songs are. They actually, you know what? How best to do this? I suppose I could. Okay, one of them's Byron Cage. The other one's John P. Key. The other one is CeCe Winans. And the last one, I don't know the gentleman's name who sings the last one. I can't remember. For some reason, Smith comes to mind, but I don't think that's correct. I don't know why that name just comes to mind, but maybe it is. I can't think of the last songs artist. But it's an artist with a choir, similar to how the CeCe Winans song is. The first two are really up tempo, and the last two are ballads. But it should be fun. So I'm looking forward to playing with them. I have my work cut out for me because I need to hear. I want to be able to play. I think the only issue is I don't have a click track necessarily to practice to for mimicking the sound without, because obviously if he sends out the instrument, well, if he sends out the tracks have everything to them, as you already know. So it's not like I can just, play the track and then really just hear myself well. um it's still going to be flooded out by all the different parts that are playing in the track. So um I guess the best way to do it, I suppose, is to try to figure out my looper pedal for the first time ever and see how far I can get. And, just see. I think the looper pedal is like 30 seconds or something like that, if I can remember correctly. I've never used it. It's a function on my amp, but I've never used it. I guess I'll just have to read up and try to figure it out. Um, but I'm hoping that hopefully that um, I'll be able to be prepared by Sunday. We have another rehearsal right before service starts, and if I can just get to a strong 85%, 90% of not only playing the right chords, but playing the strum pattern as best as possible with the chord progression, and kind of have balance in terms of dynamics and stuff like that, I think it'll be a success. So again, playing the right chords, playing them at the right time, in the right style, in the right type of style, with the correct chord progression and the right dynamics. So all these things, and I took notes, so it's just a matter of application. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to this week. It should be this weekend. It should be a lot of fun with the family and everything. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've decided I'll probably leave my hair in afro for the next 2 days for my brother's family's programs, events. Um, so that's that. But I will work on it so it doesn't look I'll mm, I'll put it this way. I thought about twisting it so for both events, for tomorrow and Saturday. But I said, you know what? I am proud to be a natural Black woman in all my ways. So if this is the way my hair looks, this is the way my hair looks. And that's how I'm going to wear it. Just because for me, you know, how I am. It's not that I'm trying to be I don't know. I feel like if I were to look back at the pictures, I would say to myself, I'm glad I did that so that my niece and nephew my nieces and nephew can look at it and say, they remember when, when their auntie had her hair like this. And it's okay to be who you are if that's what you like. Shouldn't be such a a stigma against it. If everybody else can wear their hair the way they want to, why shouldn't we? And so that's the message. That's the message. That's the Um, that's it. Alright, beloved, I'm about to get going. I have to get some rest. It is actually, it is this time o'clock, 11:52, and I'm about to get some Z's after having quite a day. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.